What we're doing here today is adjusting the chain tension on a KX80 Kawasaki motorcycle here. It's pretty loose and flopping around. They are pretty loose to begin with, but what you want to do is pull your chain up, find where it is at the tightest point, so you'll have to rotate the motorcycle, and this is where it is at the tightest point. And what we want to do is measure it here, and it is over 2 inches. It should be between 40 and 50 millimeters, which is 1 5/8 to 2 inches. So what we'll do is we'll tighten this up a little bit. It's been hitting on the top here for quite some time, and it's wore down a little bit. So this chain will be needing replacement soon, but we'll adjust it until then. Tools you'll need for this: a wire cutter to get the cotter pin out, a 10 millimeter, 17 millimeter, and a 14 millimeter, a new cotter pin, a 17 millimeter socket, and a torque wrench, and a measuring tape. First thing we're going to do is take and remove this cotter pin on the axle nut here. This one's a little sketchy. It's good to replace it after every time you do that because of metal fatigue. And we'll remove this. Now with that cotter pin removed, with the 14 millimeter on the other side and the 17 on the other side with the axle nut, we'll go ahead and break that loose. Okay, that nut broke loose there. What we're going to do is take our 10 millimeter here and loosen up this little jam nut on the back on both sides of the swing arm there. Now with that jam nut loose, we can take our 10 millimeter here, and what we're going to do is we're going to count how many times we turn the flats here on here. And what we'll do is count them. I did it 5 turns of the flats. We'll go on the other side and do the same to that side. The area where you want to take your measurement from is right at the end of that little chain thing on the swing arm. That's okay. Now with that taken care of, what we'll do is go and pull our chain up here, and it is about 1 5/8 of an inch of slack. That'll be good. So what we'll do is go ahead, put our wrench on here, and then go and torque the other side of the axle nut. Okay, we're going to torque that to 78 Newton meters or 58 foot-pounds. Okay, that's fully torqued. Now we'll go and we'll tighten up our little jam nuts here on the end. Okay, with that all done, we'll take and put our cotter pin in here, and we'll bend it around. There is a mark on here, and then it should correlate on the other side to make sure that your wheel is centered and not a little crooked. That'll affect your handling. All this was performed with the bike on its side stand. Last thing I'll do is I'll take some chain lubricant, put a rag under here, and then spray some chain lube on there, rotate it around, then wipe off any excess.